Chapter 13 Gita Amrutam. Srimad Bhagavad Gita is a portion occurring in Bhishma Parva of Mahabharata. There are 18 adhyayas and 700 verses are there. In great battle of was fought between Kauravas and Pandavas on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. On seeing his kinsman or relative and friends standing in opposite party, Arjun become emotional and feels dejected. I will not fight. I will not do war because there is my grandfather, there is my maternal brother, paternal brother, my cousin brother, or my teacher. May I kill them? No, I can't. So when he thought that I cannot kill them, he put the weapon down. At the same time, he gave up the idea of fighting, being afraid of consequences of war. He becomes worried about the result. Consequences means result. At this juncture, Lord Krishna, acting as charioteer of Arjun, who drive the chariot means Rath, chariot of Arjun, advises him what he should do and what not to do. The preaching of Sri Krishna is well known as Bhagavad Gita in the whole universe. The advice preached to Arjun is still relevant also for us. Okay? The Bhagavad Gita adorns the highest position in the world's philosophy. If everyone would be busy performing his duty without thinking consequences, the world would be full of happiness. This is the main principle of the Gita. 8 slokas selected from the Gita are presented here, which successively narrate immortality of soul. First, our soul is not mortal. It cannot destroy or die. Our body dies, but soul never dies. Okay? Suppose when a person died, only the physical body died. The soul always alive. Soul transferred to other body. Okay? So soul is immortal. Second thing, inevitable of birth and death. We all know that who is born surely to die. But the straight line is that who is dead surely to born. This is in Bhagavad Gita. Okay? Now the next one is nature of Karma Yoga. We should do work according to our ability. Don't worry about the result or consequence. We should not worry about the result or fruit, what we get. We should do only work. We have right only in to do work, not right in thought about our result. Fourth thing is dignity or glory of learning. A person who is learned person, he is learning lot of things, and that person only can understand what is God. We can't. A person only can understand what is God, but we can't. Now the fifth sloka is type of devotees. There are 4 types of devotee. A person who is very sad, always pray to God, oh God, please save me. Second one is who is eager to earn, oh God, please give this money or give this more profit, some job, business, stock market, etc. But third one is Jignasu, means who is eager to know, who want to know something. What is the whole universe? What is the person's work? In this way, when we are eager to know something. And fourth one is educated. Educated means learned person. An educated person can only understand what the God wish. Now, the sixth sloka is the nature of righteous person, and righteous person means a good person who never try to harass another person or not or never himself harassed by other. He never take tension from other. He never gives tension to other. And last one is the great intelligence, intellect. Which intelligence or intellect is good? This is described in the last shloka. All these matters are very significant for personality development of a man. Now we go to the meanings. Now glossaries. Lokah, people. Parthah, Arjun. Sangah, attachment. Pravrutti, activeness. Nivrutti, inactiveness. Ajah, unborn. Nityah, everlasting soul. Shashvatah, eternal. Puranah, having no beginning. Hanyamane sharire, when body perishes. Dhruvah mrityuhu, certain death. Dhruvam janma, certain birth. Param shantim, to eternal peace. Artah, unhappy. Satviki buddhi, virtuous or righteous intellect. Now adverb. Bhuyah, again. Kadachan, sometimes. Now compounds. Gita amrutam, nectar of Gita, Sashti Tat Purush, of. Apariharye, starting from a, and words meaning is negative, so it's non tat purush, which is not inevitable or not inevitable. Karma phal hetuhu means intense of result of work. Intense of. Hello friends, I am Bhumir sir. Please મારી ચેનલ ભૂમિર સર એને સબસ્ક્રાઈબ કરો અને સ્ટાન્ડર્ડ 9th 10th 11th 12th ઇંગ્લિશ મીડિયમ ગુજરાતી મીડિયમ બંનેના ગુજરાતી સંસ્કૃત અને એસએસસી ત્રણેય સબ્જેક્ટના વિડીયોઝ તમે જોઈ શકશો. ઓકે, આ ચેનલ પબ્લિકલી છે જેમાં કોઈ બીજા કન્ટેન્ટ્સ નથી, ઓનલી એજ્યુકેશન રિલેટેડ છે. સો પ્લીઝ દરેક જણ આ ચેનલને સબસ્ક્રાઈબ કરતા રહો અને નવા નવા વિડીયોઝ તમે જોઈ શકશો. તમારા બાળકોને અથવા તો ફ્રેન્ડ સર્કલમાં કોઈ પણ હોય એને પણ તમે આ વિડીયોઝ બતાવી શકશો. ઓકે, સો થેન્ક યુ ફોર ધીસ કોઓપરેશન. ઓકે, બાય. અકર્મણી, a starting with a and not righteous or not working. So negative word is non tatpurush. Sanyatendriya, who has controlled the sense organs. WH question means bahuvrihi. Harsh, harsha, marsha, bayodvegaihi. So lot of words are there. Harsh means happiness. Amarsh means jealous. Bhay means fear. And udveg means tension, anxiety. So this all the things and ave, that means iterator dvandva. Now karya plus akarya, what to do and what not to do, means to do and not to do. And means iterator dvandva. Bhaya bhay plus abhay, fear and fearlessness, iterator dvandva. Now participles. Bhutva, becoming. Labdva, gaining. Shochitum, to acquire. Labte, to gain. Bhajte, to worship. Udvijate, to be perplexed or harassed. Perplexed means the second word is harassed. Na jayate is not born. Mriyate na, does not die. Bhavita vana bhuya, nor will we again. न हन्यते is not killed, हन्यमाने शरीरे when perishable body perishes, जातस्य of one who is born, ह अपरिहार्य अर्थे in the unavoidable matter, मा कर्मफल हेतु भुः, don't be desirous of reward of deeds, अकर्मणि ते संग मा अस्तु, may not be inactive or may you not be attached with inaction, तत्परः following that, संयतेन्द्रिय one who has control all his sense organs or senses, चतुर्विधा of four kinds, सुकृतिनः meritorious person, जिज्ञासुः desirous of knowing, अर्थार्थी desirous of worldly object like money or etc., ज्ञानी learned or educated, भरतर्षभ obeyed king of Bharat dynasty, न उद्विजते not perplexed, न उद्विजते च यः who himself is not perplexed, हर्षामर्ष भयोद्वेगैः in by joy, intolerance, fear and anxiety, muktah free, karyakarye during work and in absence of work, bhaya bhaye in fear and absence of fear, fearlessness, bandhanam moksham cha to bondage and salvation, vetti knows, satviki is good. Now something, first take nayam, na plus ayam. In the same line, third one, shashvato ayam, shashvatah plus ayam. In second line, middle, tasmad apariharyarthe, tasmat plus apariharye plus arthe. Then fourth line, sukrutino arjun, sukrutinah plus arjun. Okay, now let's start chapter. Start. न जायते म्रियते वा कदाचित, which is not born, never die. Nayam bhutva bhavita va na bhuya, it become or maybe it happened, it is not. It means soul, atma. Soul never dies, never born, never be again. Ajo nitya sashvato ayam purano, unborn. Ajaha means unborn. Nitya always. Shashvato ayam, who is everlasting. And at the time of Purans, na hanyate hanyamane sharire, when this perishable body perished, this soul never dies. Now the translation. The soul neither born nor die, having once been, does not this soul never cause to be. This soul is unborn, permanent, ever existing, undying, and the old from Purans. This is not slain when the body is slain. Slok number 2. Jatasya hi dhruvo mrityu. Jatasya hi dhruvo mrityu. Dhruvam janma mrutasya cha. Tasmata pariharyarthe na tvam sochitum arhasi. LBH, learn by heart. You have to do learn by heart this slok, but write 5 times, otherwise you make mistake in writing. Jatasya hi dhruvam mrityu, dhruvam janma mrutasya cha. We all know that who is born surely to die, but who is dying surely to born. This is written in Bhagavad Gita. Okay, so Krishna Bhagavan said to Arjun, "Oh Arjun, this is a cycle. A person who is born, surely to die. A person died, surely to born. So, this is not evitable by you. This is purely inevitable thing. So, you should not worry about these inevitable things. You should fight only because that is your grandfather or your teacher or your brother. You must fight. This is only your work. If they die, they sure to born. Okay, and they born, so they must get that. So you should fight. In this way, he explained this type of sentences to Arjun. Now, translation: the death of one who is born is definite, the birth of one who is dead is definite. So, you should not get sorrow in the matter that is inevitable. You should not get sorrow or worry which is inevitable. Karmanye vadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachan. If you watch Mahabharata in Corona time period, then this sloka is in starting of the Mahabharata. Karmanye vadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachanam ma karma phal heturvu ma te sangosva karmani. Then after yada yada hi adharmasya. This is very good. Yada yada hi adharmasya ग्लानिर्भवति भारतम् अभ्युत्थानम् अधर्मस्य तदात्मानं सृजाम्यहं परित्राणाय च साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृतां धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय संभवामि युगे युगे. So these slokas are the main part of Mahabharata or Bhagavad Gita. In this sloka, they said, you should do work not only the based on result or fruit, but you should do as your right. You should write only to do work, not in its result. Okay? But if there is no good result or not getting result, then you should think that why I should do work. No, this inaction is very, very bad thing for you. Now translation. You have a right only in making effort. Never have you right in results. Do not desirous of result of work. May you not be found in an action. Now the fourth sloka. This is good one for all of us. Shraddhavan labhte jnanam. Who has faith, sure. Who has faith surely get knowledge. Tatparaha, then after, sanyatendriya, can control his all the sense organs or all the senses. Jnanam labdva parama shantin achiren adigachati. Then after acquiring knowledge, he can get solemnly peace. He who has faith attains knowledge. He whose sense organs are controlled, who is exclusively devoted to knowledge, attains knowledge, and in no time achieves highest type of tranquility, means peace. Now the fifth sloka. Chaturvidha bhajante mam janaha sukritino Arjun. Arto, Jignasu, Artharthi, Jnani, cha Bharatarshap. 4 types of devotees pray to me. Who is sad? Arth means sad, unhappy. Jignasu, who is eager to know. Artharthi, who wants money or some worldly objects and learned person or not intelligent person. But Lord Krishna says that in the next sloka, among them I like Jnani. Okay? In the next sloka, he says, I like Jnani. Okay. Now, attains knowledge and in no time achieves highest kind of tranquility. Next sloka. O Arjun, the best among those who are born in dynasty of Bharat. You are the best king among all the kings who born in Bharat dynasty. 4 types of righteous worship me, distressed, unhappy person. Having desire of knowledge, who want to know, eager to know. Desires material things, money, property, etc. And one who has attained knowledge. But I like more who get knowledge. Okay? The next look, learn by heart. Number 6. Tasmano drijate loko, lokano drijate chayah, harsha marsha bayodvegai, mukto yah sachame priyah. Means, he who does not get perplexed by the people and by whom people are not perplexed, and who is free from joy, intolerance, fear, and sorrow is my favorite. प्रवृत्तिम च निवृत्तिम च कार्या कार्ये भया भये बंधनम मोक्षम च यो वेत्ति बुद्धि सापार्थ सात्विकी. अब બધા જ ઓપોઝિટ વર્ડ્સ છે. There are all the opposite words. પ્રવૃત્તિ opposite નિવૃત્તિ, કાર્ય અકાર્ય, ભય અભય, બંધનમ મોક્ષમ. So, O Arjun, the intelligent that understand inclination towards activity or inactiveness, what should be done and what should not done, bondage and liberation, fear and fearlessness, is the best virtuous intellect. So they describe about the great intelligence or intellect. He told to Arjun that, Arjun, the intelligence which know what to do and what not to do, what is activity and what is inactiveness, what is fear and what is fearlessness, what is bondage and what is salvation, moksha. So which intellect know all these things, this is only the great intelligence. Okay, this is only the great intellect. So this is the end of the chapter number 13. Okay.